To some, dance is a way to express themselves through human movement and emotion. But for the experiencing dance class at the University of Manitoba, it's the cultural and historical side that's on point and matters.
Tall, tall body to the side. 2, 3, very nice, roll it up. 2.
So my name is Liz Markwart. I'm a teacher here at the University of Manitoba, and I'm also a PhD student in Peace and Conflict Studies. I have wanted this for over 20 years. I wanted dance in university, and so I had to go away. So I went to York University for my undergraduate dance degree, and I'd always wished that there was something here. There's different things that exist, but as a standalone dance course that can be taken as an interest in dance and not because it's a degree requirement, I think opens the door to a lot more dance being available at the university at a level that's not studio, do a recital, be committed for a whole year, but actually learn about yourself a lot more in a single term and get credit for it.
Pui ili sticks from Polynesia. They make noise against each other. They make noise against your body, but they don't hurt.
A group of us had been talking about there not being enough dance represented at the university, so we created a course that's called Experiencing Dance History that included cultural components, written components, visual components, but the main part is experiential. So the dancers that came into class were able to learn from a variety of guest teachers, from myself, and they spent the year having a great time learning about each other.
And we never stop moving, and we try to get to that straight elbow position on the end. Yeah, there we go.
So I structured the class both to be in studio and in the classroom. So it was about a 50-50 split. The first 2 to 3 classes we were in a classroom where we were learning about our biases and about how colonization changes the way we view things. But it's usually through the dominant culture's lens. What I tried to do was start to take the information from the oppressed lens.
Switch, switch. 1, switch, switch. So now without a break in between, it goes 1 switch, switch, 1 switch, switch, 1 switch, switch, 1 switch, switch.
Well, we got to learn a little bit about how they felt about their environment, how they felt about each other, how they felt about their ancestry, and how they felt about different aspects of colonization that happened all over the world.
Down, pick up your flower, and up. Down and up. Very nice.
My name is Evelyn Clowater. So I'm studying kinesiology and I just graduated with my bachelor's degree. I found it very interesting seeing that there was a cultural dance class. I do cultural dance myself. I do Polish folk dancing, so it stood out to me trying to maybe try out some other dances, other cultural dances, and experience that.
What did you get out of that culturally?
I was able to learn about a lot of different cultures and learn directly from students as well, especially from our professor, but other students we were able to learn about their cultures and get to actually dance them and experience it in that way.
I took part in some of it too, the class, but you see that and you see what it is to move and to learn these things. So describe for me, what is that like for you?
It's a very good learning opportunity. It's very different from being in a classroom setting where people can be telling you things, but when you get to go in and physically experience it, you get to feel what other people are feeling within their culture and their dances, and I think that's a very good way of learning outside of the classroom.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. A little bit faster.
My name's Sagit Thind. I'm 20 years old. I initially started in the Faculty of Sciences, but I just recently moved to kinesiology.
Can you tell me, what were you teaching in class?
Yeah, I was teaching Bhangra, which is a Punjabi folk dance. I've been dancing since I was very young, so it's been a part of my life from the very start. It's actually really interesting that despite it being an art, it was so pushed against back in the day, and it went through so much just to get here today. And I think this being one of the first dance courses at the university, I think it's a pretty big deal.
So our hip bone, think of it like trying to get up to the ceiling and not to the wall. It's not side to side. It's like a smiley face. If you had markers here, it would make a smiley face. And this is called hooky. It's just a hooky hip. Side and side.
Tell me about the types of students that took the class.
They came from all over the university and from all levels. There were at least 3 students who had never set foot in a dance class before, so we had to start right from the beginning.
What's your favorite part of doing this class?
Absolutely, the best part is watching the students grow, thinking about their ancestry, just watching them understand themselves a lot better and understand the world a little bit better, that it's so nuanced, that it's not just what you read in a textbook, it's not just what somebody tells you, it's about getting the feeling of what it's like, what it potentially is like to have lived through some of the hardest times in lots of these cultures.
And 1, 2, 3, 4. And 1, 2, 3, 4.